All right, so the Rams might not even see Mason Crosby out there this Sunday. Sean McVay did come out and say that it seems unlikely that we will see Mason Crosby this Sunday and he will be activated. Keep in mind, they only have 3 activations off the practice squad before they have to actually sign him to the 53. And so there is very much a chance that we don't see him this weekend. I'm going to actually say we don't see him this weekend. So we'll see how things go, but it does sound like Lucas Havrisik would be the kicker this weekend against the Baltimore Ravens in not so great weather. We're talking rain, we're talking wind. So the Rams might not be able to even kick the field goal, considering. But it's not just that. That's not just the reason we're doing this video today. Tyler Higbee is doubtful to play this Sunday. That's really interesting because Tyler Higbee, of course, starting tight end, good in the blocking game. Obviously, what he could do in the receiving game when he's healthy is great. But this is about the first time he's been hurt pretty much the whole year. We're constantly hearing about his finger and stuff. I like this. I like that they're sitting him out. I'm hoping he's okay, but I think he needs to be sat out. Probably should have been placed on IR earlier in the season. He's not 100%, and I think it's why his production is drastically dropped off. So that would insert Hunter Long, Davis Allen. I think they have shots to find the end zone this week, to find the field, to be counted on. So big opportunities for both of those guys who are slated to be on the roster next year. And Bryson Hopkins will probably get the activation as well. He's been a healthy scratch the last 2 weeks. I'd like to see Bryson Hopkins get going as well. This could be really fascinating because the Rams are really going to need all hands on deck against this Ravens team. Michael Hoyt did not practice on Thursday due to a knee injury, so who knows if we'll see him. Byron Young was limited. I would imagine we see Byron Young. Of course, we had a rest day or estimated rest day Wednesday for Rob Havenstein. He's not going to miss. Quentin Lake is fascinating here. Thursday, so he was limited Thursday. The Wednesday report is pretty much an estimate, and he did not practice according to the estimate. So Quentin Lake was limited on Thursday. He's got a shot to play this weekend. That would be huge. Obviously, you have what the Ravens have on the offense. You talk about Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, Odell Beckham Jr., and, of course, guys like Isaiah Likely and Charlie Kohler, not including the running backs. You want to be able to have those guys, you want to have a guy that can cover those guys, and I think that's something, Quentin Lake can obviously do. Full participant Puka Nacua, and of course Laurel Murchison from the elbow. So it sounds like Laurel Murchison will be back. On the Ravens side of things, everyone was a full participant on Thursday except for Lamar Jackson. Now, I know this is Friday, of course, but on Thursday, Lamar Jackson was not a participant. He was dealing with an illness. He is back at practice on Friday. So that is something to keep in mind there. Malik Harrison, the linebacker, was dealing with a groin. He's limited, but for the most part, the Rams are going to get what you would expect from the Ravens. They're pretty healthy at this point. The Rams are pretty healthy. So we're going to see a very interesting matchup here against two teams, one of which the Rams are hot. And, the other side of this is that the Ravens are one of the best teams in the league. So really interested to see how this thing goes. Really what it comes down to, I think, is going to be the kicking. So if Havrisik is in, the question is, a 38-yard field goal in the pouring rain and 16 mile per hour winds, are you just throwing out your offense? Are you just going for it on fourth down? Are you just not kicking field goals in this game? We're going to find out. It's not easy. These games are won and lost by coaching, but doesn't mean that it's an easy job for McVay this weekend. Can't stress that enough. So we'll see what happens. I'm curious what you guys think in the comments. Let me know. How do you see this going down? Do you think the Rams come out? Do you think they're going to, on a 4th and short, maybe 4th all the way up to 4th and 5, across, say, the 35-yard line into the opponent's, 35 and, lower? Are you going for it? Are you kicking the field goal? How do you see this? Do you trust Havrisik? It definitely sounds like Havrisik is going to kick, and that Mason Crosby is not ready yet, and he's probably signed for down the road, right? To have that veteran down the road. Mind you, I know a lot of you guys were asking about Robbie Gould. I didn't forget that. So here's your Robbie Gould update in case you didn't notice. He retired quite literally yesterday. Like the day Crosby came back, or 2 days ago, actually. The day Crosby signed with the Rams, Gould retired. So that's that. He's hanging it up. He's not an option. I mean, we can go back to the fact the Rams probably, hindsight's 2020, but these were facts back in the day. When Matt Gay was kicking as well as he was, and the Rams going through the hard times they went through with, Sam Sloman and Cairo Santos and just a, revolving door of kickers, they probably should have just signed Matt Gay to a long-term deal when they realized they had a Justin Tucker level kicker. Instead, they let that kind of go the wayside, and, he ends up being, honestly, the second best kicker in the league behind only Justin Tucker, who the Rams will see this Sunday. And, I mean, at that point, the Rams waited too long, and he becomes, I believe, the highest paid kicker now, according to, the Colts signing him. So, again, I understand. I'm not trying to dwell, but one thing I'll say, I give this Rams team a lot of credit for being in this season the way they have been. They haven't, I'll say they proved me wrong to an extent because I thought they'd be a little bit better at this point in the season, not 6-6. The point is that they're responding, and I want to give them a lot of credit, and I believe the guys out on the field deserve that, and Snead has done a great job, and McVay has done a great job, but it is okay to admit that, okay, they made a mistake with Matt Gay, and that mistake, letting him go, I'm not talking about free agency because that price was high. I'm saying signing him beforehand. Letting him go is still affecting the Rams today. We're talking about the potential of having to go for it if you're the Rams on 4th and 5. Matt Gay was automatic inside of 50, and he made a hell of a bunch of field goals outside of 50. So that's a tough pill to swallow. It's not, oh yeah, the Rams should have signed Matt Gay in the offseason. No, it never should have come to that. But, you learn and you live and you learn, I guess. But yeah, a little frustrating as I'm thinking about it, as I've been going through it. Definitely frustrating. But again, guys, that's it. That's the news. Don't expect Tyler Higbee out there. Expect Lucas Haversick. Don't expect Mason Crosby. We'll see what happens against Baltimore. But until next time, guys, I'm Jake Ellenbogen. I'll see you guys soon. Be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and follow me on all socials at JKBogan. Later, folks. I have no issue about his age whatsoever. And I like this move. So what are you guys thinking about this? I think it makes way too much sense. I thought this should have happened before Haversick, to be honest with you, but I'm not against it because if you can figure Haversick out, since, of course, as I mentioned, Greg Zuerlein had a rough rookie year. He started off great, and then he finished with 74% of his kicks made. If you can build him up, you could have something there, but we'll see. All that matters right now is that the Rams keep winning, and Mason Crosby gives them the best chance to do that. That's why they made the move. It's why I would make the move. It's why you should like the move. So that's going to do it. Appreciate you guys. Before I leave, actually, I just want to cover something here. A lot of people are going to be like, why didn't they get Robbie Gould? Robbie Gould costs way more than Mason Crosby. He's a lot better, right? That's why he costs way more. The Rams don't have a ton of cap space to spend on a kicker, okay? So even though Robbie Gould would be great and would be a better option, he's not a better option because it's not better value. And the Rams, I don't even think could afford what he's asking for. There's a reason Robbie Gould is still available. He's a great kicker, but no one wants to pay upwards $6 to $8 million for a kicker. That's what it comes down to. So be sure to like, subscribe, and comment. You can follow me on socials at JKBogan. That's going to do it. Later, folks.
Start playing Pick'em or Weekly Fantasy for any sport today, Jake. Users will receive a 100% deposit match up to $100 if they use promo code OTE at sign up. Start playing Pick'em and Weekly Fantasy Football today with Underdog Fantasy.
Do you love talking about the Rams, the NFL, or just want to be a part of a community Join my free Discord server today. We're over 800 members. We got 24/7 live chat, a level 3 boosted server, the ability to call into JE Live, playing online games with us on Kick streams, toggleable alerts for when I go live on YouTube or Kick so you don't miss a live stream, and exclusive giveaways. Click the link in the description, the comments section, or the link that comes up in the video to learn more and join today.